yesterday what he was doing. I was like, hey, congratulations. This morning they said rain chances increasing at 4. And then I think they were
more like midnight problem. Did you have a rain gauge yet?
I haven't emptied it in a while. I would say maybe 3 or 4 tenths.
The last one?
Yeah.
I think we've had about an inch on all of them so far. I was at Mount Ridge today, set off Mount Ridge. They had an inch and a quarter last night alone.
I just have 6 tenths in my rain gauge right now. You can close it if you need to, or we can put it. Yeah, it is. We only had 8 of them here this year.
This was all before you were here. Years ago, my crew, we built this.
Oh, you did?
We had just I still have the stuff at home. We just had I don't know what you call it, a birch box or whatever, just a box of pipes.
I've seen pictures of the old one.
Yeah, we could. I've got some of the stuff in my barn.
Okay.
With Brian and Peter, they privately wrote out and I saved the sheets.
That's neat.
Well, we had Marshall too, architect. He did such a good job of designing this. So I think we really have a nice facility.
We get a lot of compliments from coaches come out here. Like, man, it's nice up here.
Nice bathrooms, nice
How surprising. I went to test it a few years ago to that invitational. I think Curtis said ours is probably like theirs. I just test it.
Okay, I knew we modeled after somebody's.
I think we have some improvements made on theirs. Because they don't have an. I like how we have an outside door coming straight up. Up theirs, you have to come in the back and then there's no much there.
Such a projects for like boating and stuff like that. But his wife lived here in town, the kids went to school, so he did this. I'll be my number and I designed this.
That's really nice. Lena has some down there at the corner, and I put some on the box. There's a program box in this corner. So they were out when I came in, but I took some. They should be on coming up the steps on both sides. I'm running the live stream. We're live right now. Let's pick up a little
Oh yeah,
class of 2021 would like to thank you for joining us for commencement today. With the challenging year we have all had, we are grateful for this opportunity to speak to you today. Although these past few years have been difficult, we have all pushed through the hard times to finish the year strong. This day would not have been made possible if it wasn't for our amazing faculty and staff. We appreciate all of the hard work that they do to keep school running smoothly, especially last year when schools got shut down from the coronavirus.
As the virus swept through the country, valuable lessons were learned in this time. One of those being to not take high school years for granted. They always say it goes by fast, but nowhere in the handbook did it say that we would be in quarantine for months and the whole country would be shut down. But this time away allowed for us to truly appreciate all the things we took for granted in school and made our senior year even more special. Once again, the class of 2021 would like to thank you for coming to celebrate this special day with us.
Song title we'll be singing first is not what's in the program. We'll be singing a song called This I Pray by Kelson Graber and Scarroll.
Our journey as the class of 2021 has been a long one. Most of us have been here since kindergarten, but we have lost and gained fellow peers throughout the years. Michaela, Dawson D, Kale, Bethany, Jake, Roy, Nevia, Berlin, Christian, Rachel, Luke, Liz, and I have been here from the beginning.
These past 13 years as a class have had many ups and downs. We have so many memories that make us laugh, smile, or even some memories that we try to forget. Cassandra and I have asked our classmates to share some of their favorite memories that we have shared as a class.
It all started in kindergarten. We will always be able to look back on and cherish the weekly walks around the school grounds and within the community with our principal, Mr. Fast. From those walks, we would earn charms to put on a necklace. That way we'd learn healthy habits from a young age.
Kindergarten was a very scary time for most of us, but eventually we made friends and were able to transition into first grade. In first grade, we made an eventful trip to the Eisenhower Museum. I think we can all remember the train ride that we took in Abilene.
In second grade, our class started to get to know each other better, and we were able to feel a little bit more comfortable with the whole idea of going to school every single day. As a class, we made pilgrim villages in honor of Thanksgiving out of clothespins. We also went to the Maxwell Wildlife Refuge on a very rainy day, but still had fun. This was the year that Tate joined us.
We will always remember third grade with Mr. Weems. Every Friday, we would watch Bill Nye the Science Guy. We also went to the Rolling Hills Zoo that year. And I think we all can remember when a former classmate of ours got peed on by a rhino. That year, we had many competitions to see who could eat the spiciest potato chip. We also had many rubber band fights, which sometimes resulted in welts. Every morning, we were greeted by Mrs. Solzberg. She was the sweetest lady that would work as a helper in the class, and would always support us. This year, Dawson S. joined us.
Fourth grade was an adventure. Trevor and Zach joined our class this year. Mr. Crable eventually got tired of everyone's restlessness and the fact that we didn't want to sit in our chairs properly, so we invented the game of dancing with the chairs. We also somehow convinced Mr. Crable that Minecraft was a highly educational game, so we had free time and we'd take turns playing Minecraft on this big smart board, with the only rules being that we couldn't purposefully kill livestock and we could not start fires. The worst part of fourth grade was when we had to do Study Island, also known as Torture Island, every single day.
Nate joined us in fifth grade, the year that was full of sweet treats. Mrs. Abrams would bake us cakes with hidden treasures for us to find in them. That way we could learn more about archaeology. She also took everyone out for ice cream on their birthday in her Mustang. We had an AR auction where the highest bidder would win an iPad. Everyone was bidding for it, and out of nowhere, Luke outbid everyone and won the iPad.
To end our elementary school experiences, we had a water fight with Mr. Fast. It was a tradition that every student looked forward to celebrate the transitioning from elementary school to junior high.
Going into sixth grade was so scary for us. We didn't remember where things were in our new school, and to us it seemed like chaos.
As seventh graders, we had a big presentation in Mr. Lindemann's class that we were all anxious about for the whole year.
Eddie joined our class in 8th grade, but it seems like he was here way before that. In 8th grade, our sub, Mrs. Dirksen, sent Jake to Mrs. O'Neill's forbidden closet for a timeout. Remember when we dressed up like greasers from The Outsiders and thought we were the coolest? Or the time we went with Mr. Lindemann to the state capitol building in the Steamboat Arabia? That was a fun year, especially knowing that we completely butchered Good Riddance by Green Day for our 8th grade promotion song.
Freshman year, Lois, Dawson S., and Rachel came and joined our class. We had our big Dallas trip that year. I think we all remember the strict curfew of 10:30 and when the teachers would roam the halls and try to catch anyone they could. This led to all of us being stuck in our room, which meant lots of pizza delivery and Postmates during our trip. Remember when a certain group of guys hid in the shower in some of the girls' room for Mr. Taylor? Remember that time during Spanish when we made over 500 copies of an assignment from Senora when she was gone sick? That had temporarily banned us from the printers, but that eventually got changed to 1 copy per assignment.
Sophomore year, Jaredin joined. Sophomore year was quite a blur. It was our last normal year, and it is hard to remember things before COVID.
Last year, we got out of a lot of things because of COVID. For instance, we didn't have to present our project management presentations. We got out of coffee house poetry, and best of all, we got out of having to fund prom.
This year was a good one. Despite the restrictions from COVID, our senior trip provided us with plenty of memories and experiences. All the way from eating Taco Bell at 1 in the morning, we were very hangry at that point, to 7 of the guys in one small jacuzzi. We also can't forget when we went on go-karts and Nate got smashed into the wall, resulting in a large gash across his back.
We have made countless memories throughout our years here at Goessel High School. I hope that we can cherish and appreciate these experiences and take them into our everyday lives into the future.
It is my pleasure to introduce our graduation speaker, Mr. Garrett Hebert. Mr. Hebert grew up attending Goessel schools, graduating in 2007. During his high school career, he was an involved student and standout athlete. He holds the Goessel High School javelin record and also held the Kansas State 1A javelin record from 2007 to 2013. After high school, he attended Bethel College, where he participated in football, track and field, and where he continued to excel in javelin and was an NAIA All-American. In 2011, Mr. Hebert earned his bachelor degree in business administration. Following graduation, Mr. Hebert worked as a substitute teacher and para in the Goessel schools from 2011 to 2014. And during that time, he began coaching a number of activities, including high school football, junior high boys basketball, and junior high and high school track. He completed the requirements for a teaching license through Fort Hays State University in 2014 and has been a high school business and math teacher since 2014. Mr. Hebert and his wife Brittany, who teaches family and consumer sciences at Goessel High School, have a daughter named Elliot. In his spare time, Mr. Hebert enjoys time with his family and cheering for the Chiefs and Royals. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Garrett Hebert.
Thank you, Mrs. Lawrence. Good afternoon, seniors. It's a great day to be here in this very place, and it's a great day because of you. Thank you for allowing me to play a very small role in your graduation. Before we get any farther, seniors, I want you to turn around and look at everyone who has gathered here to support you on your graduation day.
Hi, Kate.
These people have all played a role in your life up to this point. Some of them have been beside you since you were born. Some of them are your siblings and extended family members. Some of them are your friends and peers. And some of them are your mentors, teachers, and coaches. What they all have in common is that they are proud of you for reaching this milestone in your journey through life. Personally, I am grateful for the contributions that everyone here has made towards making this a place where students and school staff members can form meaningful relationships, participate in activities, and prepare for life after high school. So many people are involved in making our school great. Students, staff members, administrators, Board of Education, families, and community members. We are fortunate to be in a place where a high value is placed on education, participation in activities, and helping those around us succeed. Seniors, I am lucky to have a role in the school where I've seen you grow up over the past 7 years. My first interaction with many of you is in junior high sports, either boys basketball or the wonderful world of junior high track. From there, you were in my classroom for 1 or 2 classes in 8th grade. Then in high school, I continued to work with many of you in football and track. Most of you spent more time in my classroom with 2 or 3 more classes in high school. In the end, this leaves me with the feeling of always having 1 more class or 1 more season with each of you. Fortunately for you, I am the one that's stuck in high school forever, and you get to move on to bigger and better things. I am not wise enough to stand up here and tell you about the keys to success in the future, how to get rich quick, or what it takes to be happy in life. A better use of your time today is to think about how your school years have helped prepare you for whatever comes next in your life. To do this, I think it's important that you understand the impact that each of you have on the adults in our building during your school years. You see, the adults aren't always the ones doing the teaching, and the students aren't always the ones doing the learning. I have learned just as much, if not more, from you than you have probably learned from me. Some of these lessons are what I'd like to focus on today, and I promise they won't have anything to do with math, English, science, or even personal finance. You will never be able to look back on the end of your high school years without remembering the impact of the COVID pandemic on your daily life. Throughout the last 14 months, everything about school and school activities has been interrupted, canceled, postponed, or modified. Seniors, what has kept me most hopeful is seeing your resilience and ability to adjust to things that are out of your control. In many ways, I think students have handled these changes during the past year better than adults. I know that not everything has been perfect, and you've likely experienced every emotion imaginable. But your flexibility in the face of adversity should never be forgotten. This toughness will serve you well in life. You will have amazing days, horrendous days, and everything in between. But your ability to weather the storm will keep you moving forward. Next, I've been delighted on a daily basis to see the looks on your faces as you reach the goals that you have set for yourselves. Whether it's a volleyball game, an online course midterm, a forensics meet, or even just making it through the week, the satisfaction of watching students achieve their goals is what makes teaching great. Going forward, continue to set goals for yourselves. Take time to set big goals, set tiny goals, set difficult goals, set simple goals. Sometimes you'll set a goal for the day, the week, or even next year. Don't forget that feeling of accomplishing something you've set out to do. Another joy for me is being able to watch you gain independence through the years. First by seeking help, and then learning how to give assistance of your own. What might have started out as a lot of blank stares and confusion as a freshman turns into quality problem-solving skills as a senior. Learning to ask for help can be difficult and downright uncomfortable, and that's not going to change as an adult. In your life, though, remember what you've been able to achieve with the help of people around you. You have already mastered the ability to seek advice and help people when it's your turn to help. Next, I think I speak for many school staff members if I say that adults would love to be able to step outside of our comfort zones the way that students can. Your class has too many talents to list, and your desire to be involved in multiple activities is amazing. Your high school achievements, college signing pictures, and plans for the future are an inspiration to me and everyone around you. It has been a pleasure for me to hear your coaches and sponsors speak about each of you at our fall, winter, and spring awards nights. What you do next might be uncertain, but don't let it stop you from trying new things, taking risks, and being able to experience success. I hope a final lesson that you remember from school is the value of humor. Being able to laugh each day in the classroom and at practice is what made it enjoyable for me to work with each of you. Sometimes your conversations are a little bit more or less school appropriate, but that's a different story. At times, life will be extremely stuffy, serious, boring, or gloomy. If you thought sitting through personal finance with me for 46 minutes was bad, just wait for your first 2 or 3 hour-long meeting at work. Your ability to find humor in everyday life and work, laugh at yourself, and act like you're back at the high school lunch table will remind you that life is never too serious to go along with that laughing. I hope it's helpful to think about these skills and abilities that you've been developing throughout your years. The future seems uncertain, overwhelming sometimes, but there's no doubt that you're equipped to tackle any difficulties you encounter. I'd like to finish by giving you 3 simple challenges for your future. First, by looking around us today, it's obvious that there are many people who've had a positive impact on your life. Some of these people might be your parents or family members. Maybe it's a sibling or a friend. Maybe community members, school staff members, or any other adult. I want you to take a second and tell these people thank you for what their words and actions have meant to you. It can be a short conversation, a text, or even an email. You can do it later today, next week, or even next year. For some of you, this may be easier than others, but that's okay. Saying thank you will help you recognize the value of the people around you. It will also help you understand your ability to make a difference in the lives of people around you. Second, I want you to surround yourself with positive people in your future. So far in life, you've partially been a product of your environment. You didn't get to choose your family or your classmates. To just mention a few, who knew what Dawson Stutzman would bring to your class in grade school? What would Eddie be like in junior high? Here came Rachel in high school. And finally, David Woldridge joined your class just a few months ago. Your future will look very different. You're going to make many decisions about the people that you spend time with. Whether it's a roommate, or a workout partner, a spouse, or a business partner, I challenge you to associate with people who help you be the best version of yourself. There will always be room for growth in your personal and professional lives. Let the people around you be a positive influence on you. Finally, I'd like to leave you with a quote that I came across this track season. It's a challenge about the way that we choose to live our lives on a daily basis. This quote is from Jenny Simpson, who's an American distance runner, national champion, Olympic medalist. She says, "Life doesn't guarantee that hard work will equal victory. I do the work because I want to see the best that's within me. I'm humbled by where my work has taken me. I'm humbled and I'm grateful. My hope and prayer for each of you is that you choose a healthy path, dig in when it gets hard, and scream and shout when it pays off." The beginning of that quote is extremely powerful. Hard work, time, and effort are obviously on the road to success, but they don't guarantee that you're going to get there. They're just a part of making yourself better. Ultimately, you're going to encounter many obstacles in your journey. It's okay to fall down, pick yourself back up, make a new plan, and struggle ahead. And then, when you achieve one of your goals, no matter how big or how small, smile, cry, laugh, and celebrate what you've done. And here's the best part. Get ready to do it again. Seniors, once again, thank you for allowing me to be a very small part of your lives and a very small part of your big day today. I wish you the best in the future. Please come back and visit us here at the school. Choose to surround yourself with great people. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. And be kind and helpful to those around you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hebert, for your words of wisdom and the impact you've made on these students. Board of Education, Mrs. Lawrence, faculty, staff, parents, and guests. Having met the requirements set forth by the USD 411 Board of Education, the state of Kansas, and the staff of Goessel High School, it is my privilege to present to you the Goessel High School graduating class of 2021. Congratulations, seniors, on your many outstanding accomplishments and achieving this important milestone in your development. Best wishes for continued success in your future. One little personal note that I would like to add, seniors. You blew me away with your thank you notes, so I know that piece of his speech is going to be easy for you. At this point, Mr. Kelly Booten will now share a few remarks on behalf of the USD 411 Board of Education, and he and Mr. Maynard Neck will present the graduates with their diploma. Please respectfully recognize each graduate as their name is called to cross the stage and receive their diploma.
Class of 2021. You made it. Great day. On behalf of USD 411 Board of Education, congratulations. It's a long process, a challenging year, and you made through it. My only parting comment would be, is same as if you're driving down the road. Look forward, keep looking for it on what you want to do. Achieve your goals. Go for your goals. Because just like you're driving a car, that whole windshield in front of you, it's in front of you. That rear view mirror, everything that's happened in the past where you've fallen down and gotten back up, it's just a very small part. But that whole windshield in front of you, that's your future. Go for it and achieve it. That's up to you to get what you want. Congratulations again. Job well done. Roy Blosser. Rachel Bays. Jaredon Brooks. Michaela Renee Davis. Dawson Dwayne Dirksen. Kale Funk. Eddie Ice Gatter. Bethany Ann Harrell. Jacob Thane Hebert. Nevia Ashlyn Empson. Berlin Elizabeth Lewis. Lois Ann Meneres. Christian Lewis Moon. Tate Charles Razor. Cassandra Emily Rust. David Eldon Jean Sawyer. Elizabeth Kaylee Schmucker. Dawson Troy Stutzman. Zachary Scott Vogt. Trevor Cody Whitehead. Lucas Joseph Weens. David Allen Woldridge. Nathaniel James Zogelman.
I'll try to make this speech short and to the point, much like myself. On behalf of the class of 2021, I'd like to show our gratitude and give thanks to everyone who helped us get here. Firstly, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us and celebrating this chapter of our lives. Thank you to the teachers and school faculty for putting up with us. I don't know how Pythagorean theorem or Shakespeare will help us pay the bills, but I do know that what you taught us in hard work, respect, and responsibility will take us a long way. And I hope that all of us seniors have taken those lessons to heart. Thank you to the community for supporting us, whether that be on the fields, courts, tracks, concerts, or just asking us how school is going. The biggest thank you goes to our families. Without your love and support, we wouldn't be here. Being able to come home to people that care about you and will help you through anything is an incredible thing to have, and we shouldn't take it for granted. Finally, thank you, fellow classmates. Through all the good times and the bad, the memories, the laughs. To quote Nate, after our regional football overtime win over Pratt Skyline, we did it, dude. This past year has created a lot of obstacles, some more than others, but I'm glad these challenges were presented to us because we took them on the chin and rolled with the punches. I mean, we made it through our whole senior year through a pandemic. I hope that these struggles have made us stronger. To any students in the audience, the only piece of advice I will give you would be to enjoy every moment you have here because you don't know what you got until it's gone. When you look back on high school, did you do it the best you could while you were stuck in this place? Did you play as hard as you could while you were stuck in this place? And did you have as much fun as you could, legally, while you were stuck in this place? I'll end with this. No matter where our paths take us, whether that is leaving for California tomorrow or spending the rest of our lives here, like it or not, we are Goessel Bluebirds. And everyone in these buildings, from kindergarten to senior year, they're all a part of our story and shaped who we are today. So good luck to you all, and farewell.
Thank you.